Use hashtag trade. Get your questions on the show. The NFL trade deadline is October 29th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and the NFL rumors are buzzing around trades. So we want to know from our loyal subscribers and people who watch us on Facebook. Use hashtag trade to get your trade questions on the show. So we got one from Regular one. Hashtag trade. Chargers. Cam Newton and 3rd round pick. Panthers. Tyrod Taylor, Travis Benjamin, and 5th rounder.
Why are the Chargers getting the 2 best assets in this trade? The 3rd and Cam Newton? Did you mean to flip one of those? Because that's a fleecing by the LA Chargers.
I want to know why you were caps, no caps, caps, and no caps.
It's fun. I don't know.
That's my question.
All right.
Let's go to Caveman
I like this one.
Nate. Hashtag trade. The officials from the Lions game for a bag of crap.
They were terrible. If you are a Detroit Lions fan, I am sorry you guys got the shaft in that one. That was bad.
If ref should be suspended or fined, type fined or suspended in the comment section because they absolutely should have been suspended. There needs to be something that happens in that game. That's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Let's go to the machine. Will the Niners trade for Trent Williams if Brunskill starts doing bad?
Daniel Brunskill.
Once Staley and Mike come back, they will slide one to guard.
The issue for the 49ers is that makes sense, but you'd be paying Trent Williams and Joe Staley significant money. You want to have McGlinchey as one of your long-term tackles, so it's an interesting idea, but I think the Niners, because of what it's going to cost, I don't think they'd give up the assets required unless they think Staley or McGlinchey isn't going to come back this year. Then maybe you maintain your aggressiveness and say, actually, you know what? We're going to go all in on this year. Who cares about our 1st-round pick? I guess you're doing. Yeah.
I don't know if it's right. Get a picture either way. Who do you see the Seahawks going after at the deadline?
I think they might stand pat this year. I could see him going after maybe some cornerback
I don't
help.
know who Stan Pat is.
You know what I mean. Sanders, Emmanuel, maybe?
Emmanuel Sanders, do you think that they could
He'd
potentially...
be a great fit.
What about this fit? Tell me about this. O.J. Howard, since they just lost Will Dissly.
Ooh, I like O.J. Howard. Although it depends on how much confidence they have in Will Dissly coming back, but this has now been back-to-back years of season-ending injuries. I don't think you can count on him. I would love to see O.J. Howard in Seattle. He fits. Fun. He's a great
Tyler
run
Eifert?
blocker.
Cheap?
I would rather have O.J. Howard.
I would rather have O.J. Howard, but I'm saying Will Dissly's out for this year.
Eifert could make some sense as a spot guy. I mean, how about Jack Doyle?
Okay, baby hands Doyle.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
Throwing out ideas.
Let's go to Robert Couples. Should Dallas Cowboys trade for 3 round for O.J. Howard?
He means trade a 3rd rounder for O.J. Howard. I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't think, though, thank you. Yep. I don't think that the Bucs would accept that trade. I don't know if they'd even trade him away for a 2nd round.
I think O.J. Howard is one of the most complete tight ends in the NFL. From a blocking and catching standpoint, he's incredible to me. Let's go to Te'o K. Get a pick. Trent Williams for Pat Peterson.
It's an interesting player-for-player trade.
Neither team's good.
I actually kind of like it.
Do you?
I mean, the Redskins need cornerback help. They get a really good player in exchange for their really good player. The Cardinals need tackle help. They get a tackle. I actually like that a lot, which means it probably won't happen. But I think that is a both sides say yes. Fills a need. You get rid of a disgruntled player for both teams.
Yeah.
Peterson's had issues with Arizona before. I like it. I'm in.
Well, if you guys need a need to fill, I'm here for you. And if you want more NFL coverage, subscribe, youtube.com/chatsportstv. NFL trade deadline is right around the corner. October 29th, 4 p.m. Eastern time is the deadline. But if you want more live coverage, I want you to subscribe now. So you see this link below, okay, youtube.com/chatsportstv. You can send it to a friend. Or, watch this, really cool thing. There's a red button below you that says subscribe. If you're colorblind, it might be gray, it might be dark gray. Get a picture either way. But if you can subscribe, stumble over my words, if you want more live coverage, just subscribe. All right, let's go to the next question. I got to get out of here. Let's go to Notre Dame fan. Hashtag trade. Von Miller to Bills. Super Bowl defense.
I would love to see Von Miller in Buffalo. I think the one thing Buffalo is lacking, if it's anything right now in terms of their defense, their area of upgrade, maybe a better way to define that, is a pass rusher. Von Miller in Buffalo would be awesome. I also don't think Denver's going to trade him.
Okay.
That's the issue.
Is this a picture of what I think it is?
I don't know what it is. Looks
Oh,
like
it's
a
not at
scar.
all, actually. Oh, wow. All right, now I think I see it. It's not. It's a rake? It does not look like a rake in this picture. Hashtag trade. Raiders trade a 5th rounder to the Cowboys for Sean Lee.
All right, Mitch, you take the Raiders side off. I'll take the Cowboys side.
I'm going to say no because the Raiders right now need players that can stay healthy. Sean Lee's great.
Hey, he hasn't missed a snap because of injury this year. He's been healthy the entire time.
Uh-huh. That means he's due. He's really due.
Sean Lee is the 4th best linebacker on the Dallas Cowboys right now. Joe Thomas is better than him. The Cowboys would never because they just value Sean Lee's leadership too much. I think you're right. I don't think Oakland would trade for Sean Lee. I don't think he has much trade value right now. Sorry.
David, let me know what the heck that picture is. Let's go to another Facebook Live question here from Lender B. Holston Jr. Leander?
Guaranteed it's pronounced Lean.
I don't know. It could be Leander.
All right, anyway, the question.
The Miami Dolphins for Alabama or Clemson. Here's my biggest takeaway.
Can I take last year's Clemson defense and this year's Alabama offense? Or I guess either year's
I
Alabama.
honestly think...
Can I merge them?
I hate when people say Alabama or Clemson or any college football team ever would beat any NFL team. It would never happen.
No, of course not. He's just joking about swapping them out.
I don't know. You guys think, honestly, the Miami Dolphins would lose to Alabama or Clemson?
No, they would not.
Never. Never, ever,
Maybe
ever.
one. Look, any given Sunday, but they would mostly win.
Any given Sunday, especially on Monday. All right, let's go to the Action Network. Shout out to them for sponsoring today's show. Chatsports.com/deal. So if you're on MyBookie, if you're on BetDSI, we have an amazing offer for you guys. So 40% off. So $5.99 put some extra money in your pocket. Live odds, expert picks, and analysis from the Action Network. Tom, I know you use the Action Network all the time.
Pulling it up right now, actually.
It's probably why y'all have been doing a lot better than me in the poll.
Yeah, your picks have not been very good so far this year.
Hey, I've been good this month.
Yeah.
Last month, that's a different story. You know, when does September end? That was basically my entire mindset in terms of betting. But go to the Action Network, chatsports.com/deal. I see you got it pulled up.
They track the games well. They show you, hey, this is where the most of the money going. Let's say 80% of the bets are here. But hey, only 60% of the money's here. That means the sharps are going elsewhere. For example, here you go. Penn State, Michigan, Saturday night. Bets, 59% are on Penn State. The money is actually in favor of Michigan, which I find super interesting. So just keep that in mind.
Go to the Action Network, chatsports.com/deal. Let's go to the Almighty Richard 85. Does the Giants trade big to stay in the NFC East run?
I don't. I check in with, do the Giants trade big to stay in the NFC? They are only a game behind Philly and the Cowboys. I think that they won't. I think they'll stay patient and see how things go the next couple of games. They had a little easy stretch there. Really should have lost to the Bucs, and then a little iffy against New England, which is fair. It's New England, but I think they'll check in a few weeks.
Also, if you're a 49ers fan, type 49ers in the comments section because I think Almighty Richard is. Let's go to Choppy71. Hashtag space. OBJ to Carolina for Cam and a number 2 pick thinking face.
Thinky face indeed, because why the hell would the Browns do that? That makes no sense for Cleveland. They're giving away their star receiver for a quarterback that they're not going to start because they're going to keep starting Baker Mayfield and a second-round pick? That's a horrible trade. No.
Sorry, Choppy.
Carolina says yes.
Let's go to Adam Burkett. Hashtag trade. Emmanuel Sanders and Chris Harris to Saints. Just beat Patrick Robinson in a 5th. No.
Patrick Robinson's barely played this year, so I don't think he has much value. The 5th-round pick, I think that's about right for Emmanuel Sanders. Maybe it's a 4th-round pick.
Yeah.
Andres Pete, I believe, is going to be a free agent. So is Chris Harris. I don't know if you're going to see Denver trade away Harris for just Andres Pete. I think they might say, well, let's test the open market and see what happens there. So I don't think it's wildly off base, but I don't think Denver's getting enough back for their 2 best trade assets right now.
Let's go to Ron Philly. Hashtag trade.
Filey.
Filey?
Fuli.
I mean, it is Fiji water. What should the Niners give up for Diggs type wide receiver. So Diggs or just
I'm,
a Diggs type
I'm approaching
wide
this
receiver.
as a wide receiver 1.
Okay.
So you're probably looking at a first-round pick, possibly more on top of that. And if you're San Francisco, do you want to give up that first-round pick?
I'm going to say no because, I think that team right now, Jimmy Garoppolo is just being a game manager and Alex Smith, if you will, but they're just running the football down people's
Yeah, they
throats.
haven't needed Jimmy Garoppolo to do anything else. He's been good when needed, but they don't need him right now.
He's been good, but I wouldn't recommend Jimmy Garoppolo on FanDuel. Here's the thing, because I want quarterbacks who put up serious points, like a Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, Tom, this year has 460 rushing yards. The next closest quarterback has 240. Those rushing bonuses can get you to make some serious money on FanDuel. But if you want to go and get this special offer, you got to go to FanDuel.com/chatsports. $20 free with your first $20 deposit. I'm telling you, Lamar Jackson's going to be a good sneaky play this week on FanDuel.
The Redskins, of course, who the 49ers have, that doesn't tempt you at all for Jimmy G? Tevin Coleman, though?
Tevin Coleman.
Okay, that makes more sense then.
I'd be all about Tevin Coleman.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Prince of Darkness. Trade 49ers first round for Chris Godwin. I think Chris Godwin is an amazing receiver. I'm not giving up a first-round pick. I think one of the reasons why Chris Godwin is putting up these numbers, he's putting up more fantasy numbers because the Buccaneers' defense has kind of been, sucky, I'll say, and he's just been getting a lot of targets. But I do love Chris Godwin. I have him in all my leagues.
I think both sides say no.
Okay.
I feel like the Bucs don't want to trade Chris Godwin, period. And I don't know if the Niners, like you kind of hinted at, would give up a first-round pick. Yep. That's actually very intriguing to me. I hadn't thought about it at all before.
Let's go to White Creek Radio. Sup? Cam for Trubisky and a deep dish pizza. Deep dish or regular? I'm more of a regular kind of pizza guy, I'll be honest with you.
It depends on the deep dish. You can get a good deep dish. You can also kind of end up in trouble there.
If White Creek Radio comes with a deep dish, or man? No?
Next.
Next?
I'm not engaging with you on that stuff sometimes, my friend.
It's because you're already engaged. It's okay if you weren't, though. Troy Daniels. Hashtag trade. Dallas third rounder for any defensive line help. I don't know if that's a question or a statement.
Why not both? I think that it depends on the defensive line help. Like, if you trade a third rounder for, Steve McClendon, like, that's a terrible trade for you. Of course, McClendon already had an extension, but that's the first thing that came to mind for me. I think if it's the right player, yes, but also if I'm Dallas, you might have a new defensive scheme next year. I think you have to value those assets a little bit higher than maybe you otherwise would.
Okay. I appreciate the question, though, Troy. Tell your brother Jack I said, what's up? So put your trade ideas in the comment section. We answered a lot of questions on today's NFL Daily, so I want you to put your trade ideas in the comments section. Tom and I then, we're going to comb through the webs, we're going to look at the comments, and we'll do our best to answer them. Also, if we missed any of your questions, hit us up on IG or Twitter.
Hey, also, Notre Dame fan, I appreciate you watching. I did say the Bills were a top 3 defense. I was the one who mentioned them.
Yes,
We both said Vikings, Bears, and I said, well, don't forget about Buffalo either. They've been very good.
So keep throwing those comments below. So Prince of Darkness, Wisdom 7, Quissy Wolf, I see you, and then Doug Slawski. We'll get to your questions, but you got to continue to use hashtag trade. So get those trade ideas in the comments because October 29th,
coming up real quick,
4 p.m. Eastern time. And make sure you guys like this video and subscribe because Tom and I want to do more live videos with y'all. So subscribe, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Click that big red button and put your trade ideas in the comments section.